Hey guys, it's Carrie. Welcome to the garage. How's it going? Oh my goodness, y'all. I have been sick all week. So fortunately, or unfortunately, whichever way you look at it, I didn't go to work, so I've been playing in my journal, but I skipped some pages on purpose so that I could bring you guys along for them. But yeah, I'm pretty much caught up to today. Other than these pages that I'm going to do with you guys for our trip to Denver for the Savannah Bananas game. Look at my babies. Oh my goodness. They're so precious. Yeah, so I made this page. Well, when I was working on the journal, I don't know how I counted or whatever, but I ended up with a lot of extra pages at the end, which was perfect because I'm going to do this as a double spread. And I think what I'm going to do is fold this over. It'll make it sturdier for one. And then we can, it's a small flippy flappy. And so I have pictures and I have these things that I can add. It was the Savannah Bananas against the Indianapolis Clowns, which was so much fun. It was hilarious. The girls had an absolute blast. They were so excited they had no idea what we were doing until we were in the car on the way to Denver and we told them what we were doing. And gosh, they were so excited. So we drove up Saturday morning and got to Denver, and we were all hungry, and you know the drill when you're traveling. So we went to eat, and we were gonna swim because we got a hotel room a hotel that had a pool, and we were gonna swim before the game. But then when we got back to the hotel room, we only had about an hour before we had to head to the field. So that wasn't enough time to get changed, get to the pool, play in the pool, get back up to the room, get changed, So we just hung out at the hotel room and just relaxed for a bit. And that was fun. This is going to end up going over here for when we went swimming. I think that would be fun. I don't have pictures of us swimming, but we'll just put it there as a representation. So I have these pictures that I want to get put somehow. I think we're going to do this, and that's probably going to go up there somewhere. I realize it's upside down at the moment. Let's see. This was at dinner. Well, lunch, dinner, whatever. So we could do that. Well, that almost fits on there. I guess I could trim it down just a bit more. And we could put it right in the middle like that. That would be cute. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. So, anyway, we got to the ball field, and they had never been to a big ball field like we were at. And so they were kind of in awe. I can remember we were at Coors Field, and I can remember going there my first time, and I was an adult, and we went to see the Rockies play, and I don't really recall any of the game because I was so busy staring at the stadium. It was pretty incredible. So, and then these bananas that I have cut out here came from Melissa over at Messy Missy Creates. I'm trying to decide if I want to... No, I don't. We will get it figured out. I'm going to have plenty of writing room. Even on this side, that's plenty. I can just write this whole thing for just this day, obviously. But I need to figure out where to put all the pictures. I guess, let me see. Well, I keep flippy flopping around, but I mean, I can technically write here as well. And I could put this picture right here because it's so cute. And then that's when we went swimming. I'm gonna have to tilt her just a little bit so she'll fit. Got this from Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. Yeah, I think I like that. So we're gonna go with this center part first. We'll figure out where to put the bananas after we get everything else on. Yeah, so we really had a good time. The game was so exciting. It was hilarious. They had male cheerleaders that all had big beer bellies and pom-poms, and they had like their shirts were cut low so that you could see their big old bellies and everything, and they were dancing and oh, now I can't remember her name again. I don't know if Robin will be able to hear me if I ask her, but I'm gonna try. So let me shout in your ear for a second. Hey babe, who was the chick at the game again?
What?
Who was the chick at the game again?
Chick at the game, Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. I don't know why I never can remember that. Yeah, and she was there, and she played the voice of Anna in Olaf. What's the name of the movie? Let It Go. Elsa and Anna. Oh my goodness, see, I had it a minute ago, now I don't have it. Anyway, she was there. She came down the main aisle and sang to a bunch of the kids and stuff. The kids that were in that aisle were just flipping out. They thought it was pretty cool. I almost want to color this yellow just to, because this is a frame in Canva and it's just a white frame thing. No, maybe not. I might change my mind later. But at this very moment, I'm good. So, so she sang, and there was a baseball player on stilts, and they did trick plays. The scoring was, way different than regular baseball. They have and I put this in air quotes, a strict 2-hour game time. They're going to play for 2 hours. And they ended up going into like whatever 5 is, overtime, because they were tied, and then they had to do the tiebreaker stuff, and it was pretty funny. So it was kind of late when we got back to the hotel, but and then my wonderful eldest granddaughter accidentally left her phone at Coors Field. Yeah, and we had just gotten in the Uber because we weren't going to drive downtown. We had just gotten in the Uber, and that's when she realized that she didn't have it, and she was hoping that it was in the bag that we brought. So I called it, and of course the bag didn't ring. So, but it was answered by an usher at Coors Field, one of the ushers that was there. And so he said he would take it to, the Lost and Found, aka guest services. And so, excuse me. So he did that. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll call tomorrow, to try to get it, because we were going to be in town, for one more day. And so anyway, she was beside herself because, she was afraid she was going to get in trouble by mom and dad, for leaving her phone. And we're like, no, because, and I told her, I was like, we're lucky we didn't leave my phone sitting there, because we were just ready to bolt after the game was over so that we could get over to where the Ubers pick up, so that we could order our Uber and get the heck out of Dodge, because, that place was packed and not very many people left prior to the game ending, so everybody was in a rush to get out of there. I think I like that. And then I could write maybe a little bit there about our trip up, and then here about the game and swimming. And I could put some bananas on here too. I could put one up here like this, and then I could flip this one upside down and put it down here. That would be cute. So anyway, so we ended up going back to the hotel, like I said, and we were all exhausted. We had been in the car all day, and then we went to the game, and then we, got back to the hotel, but we had promised the girls that we would swim. Oh, good grief, Carrie, come on. I want it more tilted, but I want it to fit on the page. There we go. And so we all got our swimsuits on, and we trekked down to the pool, and there were these younger boys there, I'd say high school age, whatever, and they were jumping around, having a good time, which is fine. That's what a pool's for. But I was like, oh great, we're gonna have to share the pool with them. But some other kid came in right as we were getting in there and said something to him, and so they were getting out, and they had these little showers that they could shower off. So they showered off, and then they left. But before they left, we were like, is it warm? And they're like, oh yeah, it's warm. It's not like hot warm, but it's warm. And Robin and I stepped down into that water, and it was ice cold. I don't know where they got warm. I don't know what their definition of warm was, but let me tell you what, that was not it. It was not warm at all. So I was like, I can't do it because I'm a wuss. I want to kind of put maybe that there and that there. I just want to hide those words right there, and I might be able to, well, I used the 4 bananas that I cut out. I've got more. I printed out a whole page of them, plus a couple more pages of them, just because I thought they were cute. Oh, you know what? I need an index card. So this picture's gonna go here. Perfect fit. I forgot about Allison's item of the month. Gotta get that index card in there. That'll give me a little more journaling room too. I can do that too. But anyway, so we opted for the hot tub, and the girls joined us in the hot tub, and then they would get in and out of the pool and, you know, come back to the hot tub, this, that, and the other, and which was, again, fine. But I was not about to get in that pool. I had been in the car all day. I was hurting, all of that. And I'm sure that cold water probably would have helped. But I just couldn't bring myself. Usually I'm the first one to just go right in, even though it's cold. But wasn't feeling it that night. I was actually ready to go to bed. But, you know, you got little ones with you. You wanna have a good time. Do I want to tilt her? Yeah, I have to tilt her like that. Kind of just like that. So anyway, we let's see, sorry, I keep pausing. I think one of these yellow cards that I have, bright yellow to go with the bananas, so we were down there for, I don't know, about an hour, probably. Hour and a half, something. But you could tell that they were starting to fade. You know, they're only 8 and 10, so, you know, being late at night. The pool closed, I think, at midnight, and we were there after 10 or whatever. So we went back up to the hotel room and had a snack. And I promise you that their heads hit the pillow and they were out. So I watched TV for a little bit and then I was out. Oh my goodness, I love how this is coming out. It's so cute. I think I do need a couple more bananas though. I don't have near enough bananas. So, where are the extras? Small extra, there it is. I'll just do 2 more. But anyway, so I think most of you, if you've been here a while, you know. If you're new here, welcome. But if you've been here for a while, you know that Robin and I got an adjustable bed not too long ago, and now I am spoiled because I did not have my adjustable bed, so I didn't sleep super good. And then I woke up sick at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I had cold sweats. I had it all going on. If you catch my drift, I don't need to be all inappropriate and graphic about everything, but if you can imagine, I had it all, and just the cold sweats were what was killing me. I was just drenched, and so I managed to go back to sleep for a little bit, and then when I got up, or when we were all waking up, when the alarms were going off, because we had things to do, you know. I had Robin rub my back, because I also had a massive headache and just super queasy, but we had paid for things, you know, with the girls for Sunday. So basically I just sucked it up. Didn't feel super great for the remainder of the day or all week. I have been home from work all week. It is Friday evening and I am just now starting to feel better. I did go to the doctor on Wednesday and I just had a stomach virus, and I believe them. Oh yeah, I want to put that one there, I think, and then I want to put one here. Yeah. Even though it's upside down. It doesn't matter because, you know, it's a banana. It doesn't have to be right side up. Anyway. So we went down for breakfast, and I had a waffle, and that's pretty much all I ate was a waffle. Did I have anything else? I don't think I did. Pretty sure it was a waffle, and that was all I could muster. But we had paid for the tickets to go to Meow Wolf, and we paid for any entry time, so that way we didn't have to worry about being there at a specific time. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, I love all the bananas on the page. So we had breakfast, kind of took our time with that, and then we I'm looking for more bananas because I just want more, but I want small ones if I have some small ones. I think I do in here. Yes, I do. Yeah, we just kind of took our time eating and chillaxing before we started the festivities of the day. And the girls had a good breakfast. I was proud of them. They ate pretty good, and they were so well behaved, you guys. It was so great. I was kind of expecting, because the little one, she is definitely her daddy's child. Ornery and spoiled and the whole nine. But she did really good. Okay. So that takes us to the next day. So this will be writing space. This is writing space. Got my pictures, got everything there. And then this day is Meow Wolf. I don't know if you can see him, but the girls are inside this vehicle, and Robin is like, whoa! Like, don't hit me. And then Robin next to a weird owl head thing, and I'm on a payphone. There was just so many fun things at Meow Wolf. It's a interactive museum. This was really cool. This is the first room we went into, and the floor, the walls, the ceiling, everything lights up, and when you walk on it, it dissipates, it like spreads out. So the river was running through, and you could literally like kind of jump on the floor, and it would dissipate out like it was splashing. And then they had these whirlpools. I don't have any in a picture, but they had these whirlpools, and the girls would run and jump on them, and they would spread out real wide like they had jumped in a huge puddle. And it's all done with lights and, you know, motion sensors, and it was just really neat. So yeah, I have a friend that went there, and he spent 8 hours there. Well, we were there for like 3 because we had to drive home. So, all right. So what I want to do, I think, is, again, I have this, because we have all of this, and this time I think I want to go this way, so that I have the blank writing space on this side again, but this colorful side over here. And I think I'm going to do more pictures over here. Well, they're going to have to be everywhere. Do I really want to take up that space? Let's see. Part of the fun is deciding it all, but I mean, because I have these larger pictures, and then all these smaller ones. Oh, that was in the car on the way home. So that actually needs to go over here. I think I can make it work. I do need another card. And it would be fun to have one like, you know, kind of psychedelic like that, because this whole place was just psychedelic. I don't know. I don't like this page with it, really. I mean, it'll do. I could do that, but I need quite a bit of writing space this time. Okay, think. Think. I think I want this here, and I don't necessarily need it for the writing space, but I need it to meet the challenge. And well, I say need. I want it because I like to meet the challenge for AJ's Inspired Life index cards. But I was thinking that I could put, you know, a picture on it. Maybe I could do that. That would be kind of cool. And then maybe one of these over here. I'm just fiddling now. And then one more on the other page. I'm on the struggle bus, y'all. Okay. It's all right. It's good. It's good. You know, you have to make decisions sometimes. And I think what I'm gonna decide to do is I am gonna flip this, and I'm gonna cover this, and I'm gonna make a pocket. Yeah, we're just gonna fiddle. Because, like I said, I just don't like this paper for how colorful and fun this place was. It just doesn't vibe. There's no vibage. So, let's see. Do that. That folds over fine. And I'll give it some glue in a second, but I am going to pause you while I find something to put over here. So I'll be right back with ya. Alrighty, I am back. I got a drink of my Mountain Dew and it spilled on here. That's alright, because we're going to cut off quite a bit of it. Anyway, and I think the best way to do this is put the glue right here on the page. Where is this? Do that. So I can get glue up to the edge. You know, this is just so much fun. Doing these pages. And hanging out with you guys. I have been back at it for, it'll be a year on the 1st of September that I have been back in the garage, which makes me happy. I'm going to pull this towards me so I can see what I'm doing, and then I will pull it back up so you guys can see what I'm doing. Seem fair? Oh, that. Why? Whoa. See, even when I did see what I was doing, I didn't see what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, that's alright, because we're going to do it this way this time. Maybe. Bend. You will. bend to my wishes. There we go. Okay. I'm probably going to have to give that some extra love. Okay. Got that down. And then what I'm going to do in the middle, I think, is find some fun washi and stick it down the middle. Just to hide the rest of that string and paper that's behind it. I love that paper though. I'm kind of disappointed that I'm covering it, but you know what? It's paper, right? Okay, now I can trim this up. Get this trimmed up. Well, not with those scissors, I'm not. Well, I think I'm cutting white paper. Yep, I was. That's all right. Okay, back to the story in just a moment. After these messages. Oh, somebody's outside barking. That's Cinder. Isn't it funny how you can even tell your dog's barks apart? You know your children's cries. You know your dog's barks. Okay. Put that up. There. Put this in the scrappy bucket. Scraps. Okay. Now let's find a washi. And I'm going to just bring this one over. I think I have some fun ones in this one that I can use. Might be the other box. So I made this box out of a pet food, canned food box. And this would be fun, psychedelic. Anyway, then I just put dividers in it. I just hot glued it in to stick my washies in. Because we get canned dog food and it's like, otherwise we're just going to be throwing the boxes away. So I made something cool. And I like it. Okay. This is actually, I think, duct tape, not washi. Pretty sure. Yep, Duck brand. So, anyway, we get to Meow Wolf and we have like no idea what we're in for, like at all, because we'd never been there. We didn't know where to start. We didn't know a thing. So, thank goodness they had, you know, like an information booth. So we talked to this lady and she was amazing. African American, beautiful woman with, ooh, that's gonna leave a, oh well, you know what, are we gonna be able to close? Ooh, we're gonna have alligator now. That's alright, I'll find a closure when we're done. Anyway, she had great hair. It was all curly and beautiful. And she was funny. And so she helped us figure out what we were doing. There we go. Just kind of helping that a little bit with the bone folder. Okay. So I need a, oh, nope, I had it, right? Yep, I'm going to cut this card down just a hair. And we're going to make it a pocket. And then we're going to start gluing stuff down. Right? Uh-oh, did I lose my, nope, it's right there. Okay, I was like, did I lose my day and date? I lost it on, I think, the 21st. Let's see. Do I have it? No, the 20th. I don't know where it went. And I had it, but it disappeared. And that's okay. I'll just write it on there. So let's trim this down just a little bit. You know, I could do some wavy scissors maybe. What are these ones? Well, look, it's wavy scissors. If I just take a bit off of each edge, that would be kind of fun. Oh no. I just remembered that I have a bag of stuff. Oh my goodness. That's alright. I will grab it and we'll go from there. See what. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so let me grab the bag of stuff. It's just right here. But, you know, it's a Savannah banana bag. They didn't have any Savannah banana stickers, but they had, you know, some other stuff with it on it. Like here's our key, room key thing, which I can figure out how to add. This was the friendship bracelets, but I could use it as like a tab on the page. So let's put that there. Oh, go bananas. I love that. So that needs to come off. And we'll work with that somehow or another. It's alright. Nobody says we can't go back, right? Okay, I like those. And then here's a little keychain, the bananas keychain. And then this is more clown stickers. The clowns had stickers, but of course, yeah, I just don't have room for the clown stickers. That's okay. But I do have room for, like, I could put maybe go bananas right there, and then that on the top. Could trim it up just a hair. I might add those at a later time. So let me set those right there, and then yeah, here's more stuff and things. What's that? Oh, I forgot about that too. That was at Meow Wolf. Thank goodness. Okay. And yeah, have an extra one of these. I'll just put it here. I don't really need these, I don't think, because I did get stickers. Meow Wolf. So cute. Oh yeah, that was our parking thing from the hotel. And these came from the hotel. You know what? I will do junk journal stuff with those, which is fine. And this one I'll save as well, but this one I want on here. And I want it like that. What was this one? Oh, that's from the ball cap that I got. Is that a sticker? Oh, it is. I got a ball cap at the game. So that can go in my junk journal too. Okay, alright. And then this can also go in my junk journal. Okay. Got it handled. It's been handled. And this is gonna go on here. They were so funny. Okay, let's go back to this. Where is my glue thingy? And this needs to be the top. So I am gonna make it a pocket. And then I will just use a tag to journal on, as well as any other space I can write on. You know, I'll find it. I'll figure it out. Get out of the way. Alright. Hopefully that sticks to the tape. It should. It's not even straight. Okay. That works. Okay. And then whew, I am having my own personal summer. Hot flash. So, this was a giant interactive museum with tons of different things to see and touch and push and buttons and knobs and payphones that you could actually listen to messages. You could dial certain numbers and it would play different messages, and there was, you know, snack shops and all of the things all over the place, and beautiful. I mean, because it is an art museum. Beautiful art, creepy art, beautiful art. It was just a mishmash of all things creative. And so I was telling you guys that the girls were really good. But Meow Wolf is, I think we were getting a little bit tired from all of the things that we had been doing. So maybe the younger one might have, you know, forgot how to listen a few times here and there. And so she got a little timeout session that was supposed to last for 5 minutes that lasted probably 3, maybe 2, because you know we're Nana and Grammy, and we're suckers, so we kind of gave in a little quick, but you know, they're the grandbabies. But yeah, I mean, she didn't wander far, but she had been told over and over and over and over and over and over and over again to stay with us, stay with us. We're gonna go look at everything, you know. And one time she decided that she was gonna go look at something and we weren't with her. So, but yeah, and then, like I said, this place is massive. We only got, you know, I think there were 5 floors and we did like 2.5 of the floors. I think I'm gonna let that, because it's already bulky, I'm just gonna let it hang over. But yeah, like we just didn't have the time to be able to do every single thing. I was just kind of thinking that I might be able to. That's the Meow Wolf Foundation. But I was just thinking maybe I could back this and use it as a tag because it's colorful. So I can do that. But I also need to add all of these pictures that I am so sorely slacking on. This was on the way home. I could put them, you know, under the tag, and that's fine. That doesn't bother me because you can pull the tag out to see the pictures. So when it was time to go, I was impressed too, because, you know, a lot of times kids, when they're having a good time somewhere, they'll give you a hard time when it's time to go because they, you know, they want to keep going. But they didn't. They were really good, and they were just like, okay, let's, we're bouncing, I get it. So we did that, we left, and they you know what, I have another idea. Where is it though? I thought I put it right in here. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay, this is gonna be perfect. I can cover the back of this and use this for these pictures, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. This is from some packaging that the wifey got me because it was really cool. I used the image that came with it on the cover of one of my journals, which is not handy, or I would show you. But anyway, so yeah, this is the one I wanted down first, like that, and then this one. So we all went down to the gift shop and they had stickers, and that made me happy. And just, got a couple of little things for the girls and for my son and his fiance, girlfriend, whatever you want to call. I think that'll fit. Oh, it won't. Why am I such a dork? I can cut it down. Okay. I didn't even test it first. I think I've got enough room to trim sides, and I can trim it right up to the edge of that, and that won't bother me. Right up to the edge of that one, and the edge of this one, and that should, in theory, it should fit. And go just a touch more. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's a little crooked because I didn't glue them on straight. Is that gonna work now? Did I get there? I did not. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know why I'm putting that up, because I need it still. I am gonna go, just gonna cut all the white off of there. That's okay. Do that. We should be getting super duper close now. What is it? Measure 50 times, cut once. Go something like that. That should be all right. Okay. I think I got. Yeah. That works, doesn't it? Ish. Yes, it fits now. Okay. And we're gonna keep this in here because I'm gonna write a lot. I want to write a lot, and I want to put that picture there. And I'll save you the bore of adding backing to those. I'm probably just gonna use some lined paper that I have. Yep. That makes me happy there. And then we can do that and that and that right there. Okay. Perfecto. Stickiness. yeah, it was a pretty good time. A lot of walking. So we went to, where'd we go? Wendy's? Yeah. We went to Wendy's and got food and then gassed up. Well, actually we didn't gas up until Idaho Springs, but anyway, we gassed up in Idaho Springs, and then the girls, they were out. And I was sick, but I knew that Robin didn't get much sleep either, you know, because we weren't in our own beds. And so I refused to sleep so that I could keep her company. But the girls, they were out. And then they woke up, and let me tell you, they were hyper. And, you know, it's about 4 hours from Denver to Grand Junction where I live. And they definitely were full of P&V. If you know what that means, you know what that means. But I just thought some of my little steampunk stickers would be fun, and I see this little guy. But like it wasn't all like steampunk or robots, but it was very whimsical and no, that doesn't show up very well. I could put that one right there. Yeah, because I'm only going to write a little bit there, and then I need one more kind of skinny dude. Oh, that would be kind of fun there. And let's see. Trying to keep you guys in frame and look at the same time. Oh, he's cute. Okay, we'll go with those guys. So, wait, yeah. So they started to get on everybody's nerves. By everybody, I mean me, mostly. You know, when you have a headache and you're in a cramped car with little heathens that I love so much, you know, I let them squeal and play and all that for as long as I could take it. But then I was like, okay, we have to chill out now, people. Chill the heck out. So they did for about 15 minutes, and then they'd start back up again, and I'd let it go. Because, you know, I remember being in a car for a long time when I was a kid, and it always sucked, and, you know, so I didn't whine too much until I couldn't take it anymore, and then I whined. Those look so cute on there. Ah, I love it. Okay, and then I had this one, if I can get it apart. This one's probably just a little bit longer of a video, but I had more stuff to add to the pages, and I didn't make you suffer through a whole week of me being sick. Because really all I did was nap, talk with Melissa. We literally chatted every day this week. It was hilarious. But that's what happens when, you know, I'm sick and she's laid up because of her arm. And, you know, I could sit out here for a little while. I wasn't, you know, I just couldn't concentrate on anything too hard because my head was literally pounding. Oh, come on. These stickers make me so mad. I stink at getting them apart. But usually if you curl it over, it starts cooperating, but this one says no way. Alright, well, I'll work on that one in a minute. Let's get this one down here. These are a little better, not much. I even have nails-ish. Alright, Cute. Alright, one more shot and then I will call it good. But yeah, so we took them out to their house and dropped them off with their daddy. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you guys about her phone. So I ended up calling them and got a voicemail. I called them on Sunday and I was like, you know, I know that you guys are probably not open. But, you know, granddaughter lost her phone, blah, 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 blah. And didn't hear anything. And so I ended up calling them on Monday when we got home, or, you know, Monday morning after we got up. And finally got a human, but then I got transferred to the same voicemail that I'd left a voicemail on. Finally, Tuesday night they called, and they overnighted her phone, no charge, and like it was just great. It was like the customer service was impeccable, because I was willing to pay for overnighting it, you know, because stuff happens, right? Especially when you're a kid. So anyway, Coors amazing. So guys, that is going to do it for me. Like I said, I appreciate you guys coming along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it all the way to the end of the video. Oh my goodness, how long have I been out of frame? Oh, I'm going to be so mad. Probably for a while. I really apologize, you guys. Probably since I was cutting stuff off. Oh, that makes me so mad. Okay, well, anyway, it's going to have to do. Once again, I apologize. Here, I'll kind of flip so you can see the final bits and bobs. Okay. Anyway, thanks for being here. If you liked what you saw, give me a big thumbs up. If you're new here, please feel free to subscribe because I do love all my subbies. And I will see you in the next one.